What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civ 5 AI only old world start battle. The new world is beginning to fill up slowly. South America is getting pretty interesting with some of the more stronger civs in Africa settling their first cities over there. It's getting very interesting compared to North America, where Mongolia are doing most of the work, although there's a few other civs out there. There's some big stuff going on at the moment. Of course, we've got Switzerland fighting the Sicilies, which isn't actually going too well for them, to be fair. The Ottomans are in an interesting position as well. Because as things stand, they've held off Parthia, and Parthia are collapsing, of course, as we speak, because Mongolia are pushing their way in now with quite a big army, although the Parthia are having some success up here in the north. I don't know how well this will go in this very far-flung Mongolian city. Rhodesia are having a bit of progress and seeming to be a bit more successful. They've got the artillery now as well against the Congo, so we'll see how they do. And yeah, we'll see what they can do. But what else is going on? There's not much else going on, is there? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Oh yeah, there is this. Korea is holding off Qing because China gave up and sort of left Korea for dead. But I don't know. Qing have got some units here. I don't know whether it will be enough. We'll find out as the turns progress. Mongolia have a ton of planes. No idea where they got all of those from, but they just suddenly showed up with a ton of planes. The Garamantes settler is slowly making his way around the world in what is one of the most depressing things I've ever seen. But yeah, apart from that, the world's pretty quiet. There's hundreds of wars, but in terms of actual cities falling, I think that's about it. Actually, I say that Indonesia's trying, but Kimberley is sending reinforcements, and all of these civs, except maybe the Kulin, are pretty weak. So I don't think it will see too much. Polynesia are actually still alive, surprisingly. And also, I'm still rooting for Parthia, of course, as my pick, but to a point I'd like Greece to survive till the end. I think that would be pretty cool. They've done very well to stay alive this far. I guess the same goes for Wallachia too, because they're actually even smaller than Greece, I think. We want these two to survive till the end. I don't mind. Belgium can survive till the end if they want. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, it'd be really cool if Greece could get to the end, considering their tech level. Especially now the Ottomans are starting to actually make a bit of a comeback and look pretty strong. I mean, although it would be cool, as much like I say, it would be nice to see Greece live, it would also be cool to see the Ottomans expand west. But that is unlikely to happen. They've not really attacked Mercuria since either. That's a bit of a... Maybe they should be doing that. But that's up to them, that's up to them. But yeah, in terms of the next city to fall, I think it's probably going to be down here. Let's just check Mongolia. Yeah, their units are still making their way towards this big 19 population Parthian city. So, not necessarily the route I would have predicted, but, yep. Korea, yeah, I think Korea, they might be safe. I don't know yet. These boats, depends how good the turtle ships are. Pretty sure they are ranged boats, but again, I should probably know that, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. India was doing something, but they stopped doing it because their units are all slowly coming home. They're actually quite stronger than they're a bit stronger than they look, India, although they only have 2 actual cities. Like, the rest are all puppets, so we'll see how that plays out for them. Vietnam, I think, are out of war too. Like I said, there's so much going on. It's very hard to tell, so I'm just focusing on where cities are falling. Rhodesia do have another settler in South America, which will be their 3rd city out here. Zulu also have their 2nd settler here. I don't think anyone else is sending any settlers as things are at the moment. It seems pretty much like this is going to be it for now. Persia and Poland, because that was a huge war, that one, come to a peace agreement. I mean, you can see them at the same time, I guess. So that's, I mean, they're kind of close. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, let's quickly... I think Rhodesia's turn's coming up because it's gone into the mods. Yep, let's see. We might actually see a city fall for once. We did. It's about time. Rhodesia starting to make progress. If anyone's going to challenge the Congo, it might have to be them. Mongolia. If anyone's going to challenge Mongolia, it may have to be them because no one else is nearby. Or everyone else is too near to Mongolia. So, like, Rhodesia can do whatever they want without really being scared of Mongolia. At least for the moment. We'll see once nuclear missiles and stuff come in. that changes, but that's a long way away. We are going to try and get to turn 400. I'm going to be honest, it takes like 5 minutes just to load the game now. So, yeah, we're going to try and get to turn 400, and then we might do the usual thing where I'll try to get to maybe 450 off camera and update you on what happens, but we'll do like a winner thing at turn 400. But yeah, as you know, that's usually what happens. That's what we usually do, so wouldn't expect any different this time. Parthia, you're not... Oh my. I don't even know what to say. Parthia, you were dying because you tried to take Babylon for so long, and all you had to do was take it in a peace deal. Are you serious? Ottomans, are you guys are the biggest... Hang on a minute. Hang on, please don't mess up. I'm just trying to read this one thing. Where are these guys? The Ottomans have got the 17th biggest military in the world. Parthia 13th. Okay. I mean, the Ottomans, you had lower numbers, but really? Really? I don't know how long that will last. They're definitely... Parthia are in trouble. Like, they're gonna... I think we might see the Khazar get in on this in a minute too, which will spell a quick end, and then, who knows, maybe Persia, Arabia aren't really in a position to do very much, but maybe Mercuria, I don't know, the Ottomans again, somebody will finish them off. We'll probably see them start to shrink away as a power. Qing. Oh my goodness, Qing. Why are you going after Seoul? Why would you do this? Okay, well, that's, again, Qing's chances. I mean, Mongolia are probably going to go after Qing next, I imagine. Potentially, so that's not good for you. But Vietnam, just grab the Eiffel Tower. Nice and historical there. Definitely, very accurate, that. Vietnamese Eiffel Tower there. Vietnam trading with China, so that's good news for you, China. They're not after you just yet, because you have fallen behind. Despite your new islands in the Pacific, which might help you a little bit. World's Fair update. Is there not a way to find out? No. Okay. Just quickly see who's down to 1 city while this turn processes. See who might die soon. Only 2. Only Belgium and Greece are down to 1 city. Oh yeah, because I forgot Wallachia have this random city up here in like northern Russia. So they wouldn't be dead if they actually lost their capital. Khazar have a settler out here in northern Scandinavia. You still have Iceland too. Britain, you have been a failure this game. There is no lie there. Portugal, you've been very disappointing. You started so well, and I haven't even spoken about you for like the last 5 videos because you've been that boring. Look, even the Sicilies, like, they know they're tiny in comparison to some of their European neighbours, but they're giving it a go against Switzerland. It's not going to work for them, but hey. Khazar, what are you doing? I mean, I think the Khazar probably really want to join in against Parthia, but they're probably kind of worried about Poland too. We've got this giant army in Central Europe, or Eastern Europe, whatever you prefer. Oh, Korea pieced out with Qing, and they kept everything. Good job, Korea. I mean, I thought Korea was going to be successful in taking Anqing here, but that didn't go to plan. But yeah, there we go, Korea doing their thing. And staying alive, which is impressive. And it maybe with all these turtle ships, they could try and take Japan. But let's not boost their confidence. Vietnam must have some insane production because they just grabbed Broadway a turn after they grabbed the Eiffel Tower. So obviously they're building wonders in more than one of these cities. So yep, there we go. Vietnam still trying everything in terms of the cultural game. I think, am I right in saying that all the victory types are on? Okay, it's just sending me around the map. Science, domination, cultural, diplomatic. I mean, if anyone pulls off a win, I don't think they will. Hey, look, didn't notice this. Good job, Kulin. Settling in Central America. That's the first sort of city in this region between north and south. Mongolia have another settler arriving, and I think they just settled up here recently as well. It's interesting. Polynesia. Oh my goodness. It's about time, Polynesia. It's about time. It's actually a Greek settler here. A Greek settler? Greek scout. Be amazing if Greece got a settler to the New World, but it's stuck here. Full settler. Okay, Songhai, you gonna do anything? Do you still have the biggest army in the world? I imagine you do, because Mongolia is obviously just trying to destroy Parthia right now. Yep, you do. And you've got a fair lead there. A fair lead of about 15,000 men. So the Songhai are actually the biggest military power in the world. Not Mongolia, but I think Mongolia have got better technology. Rhodesia here are leading the push for the Congo capital. And if this falls, the Congo will be the smallest civ left in the game, because they will be left with just this 3 popular... Oh no, never mind. They do have a city out in Africa? South America, sorry. Rhodesia yet to settle that 3rd city in South America, and the Zulu, they might have found a spot now where they want to put their settler down. Mali's city's actually got quite big. It's impressive that Mali is still around, especially since, as I just said, oh my goodness, the Songhai have got the biggest army in the world. You'd think with all these frigates, and actually they wouldn't be very helpful, the frigates, but you'd think they'd have taken out the Mali capital by now. It's not like there's anyone scary neighbouring them, although there's a lot of units around Africa in general, but, you know, as long as they don't anger everybody, it can't hurt. Okay, we'll just witness that. I don't know what to say, really, but, Portugal just peaced out with Mali and took this 2nd city. So Portugal have entered the age of colonialism and are beginning, yep, they lost everything they had. So they are trying again to take land from Africa, and it seems like they're going to be playing home to a Malian army in the meantime that is never going to be able to make its way back over here. Well, Mali, that's not good for you. That doesn't bode well. You just became a lot weaker on the statistics, which means the Songhai might be even more inclined. Now you've still got all these units, but they're probably going to have to delete these units too, because there is a limit of units per city. I feel like they may have a few too many. I might be wrong, but there is a lot there. Egypt getting a settler out as well. That's impressive. Going through Arabia. See, we saw Ethiopia finally grab a 2nd city as the fall of the Congo continues. But yeah, Rhodesia should take this eventually. They've pushed the Congo units to the other side of this river, so they should have some success. And if I was Rhodesia, I would then go after the Zulu, like reconsolidate, maybe get some better infrastructure. Come on, you've got to be near railroads sooner or later, and then you could maybe go after the Zulu, and then you'd be pretty scary all of a sudden. Not gonna lie, very, very scary. Even though, you know, on cities, they're still nowhere near Mongolia, and they're impressive. Well, it was... Ooh. Ottomans v Garamantes. There is a border there, and the Ottomans could be made to pay here. I don't know what they're doing with their troops, but they could be made to pay here by the Garamantes. And Portugal Garamantes. Okay, so we might see Fez maybe go to Portugal. Maybe. Emphasis on the maybe. And we're also going to see Portugal try and attack over the Strait of Gibraltar, which probably won't go too well either. Or just, I guess, yeah, let's just stick with that. I'm not even going to try. Sicily have survived and have sort of fallen back. But yeah, Switzerland aren't really doing very much. And Portugal are at war with Belgium, aren't they? They're just... Oh my goodness. Poland are at war with Belgium. This is terrible. But Poland are at war with Belgium. It's just not really going well for them at the moment. I can't believe Britain has held on to all of this stuff up here. And also, Parthia has built so many frigates. This is ridiculous. Like, you're never going to... Like, you could be using these, actually, to, like, get rid of Britain. Or go after this Wallachian city. Wait, Parthia, did you... No, you didn't take this. Have you pieced out? No, you haven't. What? Mongolia's given up. Are you serious? Mongolia, you were doing so well. Why have you stopped? You have planes. This should be easy for you. Well, the Parthian... I thought Parthia was going to completely collapse, but apparently not. And they gained Babylon, so if they could get out of this war somehow, get a peace deal and rebuild, they might be in a better position. I don't think so, because they lost 2 big cities. But hey, they could still make it till the end. And maybe, just maybe getting that top 5. I think that's going to be tough. Mongolia, Vietnam, Rhodesia, all very strong. And Qing and India are also sort of like, and Songhai are sort of up there too. So it'll be very tough to get in that top region. But there we go, the Khazar just trying to wind up Mongolia a bit more, settling over here. I'm definitely expecting a Mongolia-Qing war at some point, and that'll probably be enough to seal, without any doubt, that Mongolia should win this game. I think it's very unlikely they will lose. I wouldn't bet my house on it, but I would bet if I had a house. I mean, that I actually owned, like not my parents. But you know, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't bet anything serious on it because you know anything can happen. Qing, China, Vietnam, India, they could all join forces. Persia could get involved. Heck, why not? Parthia could come back. Poland could attack with this army here, and maybe we'd actually see some progress made. There's so many cities, though, it does get difficult. Because there'll be so much bombarding. Wait, are you... Persia, are you coming to help out? Because that sucks. Also, Mongolia... They've changed their approach to this city. They probably will take it, actually. But Parthia is now closing in with its army, so maybe we're going to see some bigger losses than expected on the Mongolian side of things. Where is that Polynesian settler heading to right now? Okay, it's also heading for Central America. And, ooh, Arabia v Ethiopia. Well, this is kind of important. It's big, because they are pretty close to each other, but I don't think we'll see anything happen. Arabia just don't really have the units, although this city is huge, by the way, in Yemen. Massive city down there, 25. There's a lot of big cities in this game. 28 there in the Mercuria capital. I don't think there's any other sort of that high. No, there's a few 20s around, but nothing else that big in Africa. I think there's 26 in Brussels. Pretty big. Okay. A city just fell, but it wasn't the one I was expecting to fall. What just happened? I have no idea what just happened. Oh, okay, this city. Apparently Parthia had a city here. And I probably touched on that before and just completely forgot. But yeah, Mongolia just took this. And have got more planes. A lot of great war bombers coming in. Sicily and Wallachia have peaced out. No surprises there. It's a bit of a pointless war. Why did the Ottomans spawn over here? That is a big question. Like, I know they never spawn where Istanbul really is, but normally they spawn where this city is. A bit weird that they're this far east, but whatever. Let's see if they can hold off the Garamantes, and Portugal don't seem to be doing okay. Kimberley clinging on. Yep, they're keeping out the Indonesians. Seems like both these civs have just sort of destroyed each other's armies. Same goes for Polynesia down here. So the Kulin could start cleaning up. Obviously Japan is still kind of a big player down here. I wouldn't say they're that big, 5 and 4. But yeah, they've got some stuff. So it'll be interesting to see about the Kulin. I think we're all just waiting for them to finally go after Kimberley one day. Unite Australia under one civ. That'd be pretty cool to see it all. That doesn't matter. Rhodesia v Sicily doesn't matter. Persia v Sicily also doesn't matter. We'll see if anyone else gets involved. Mongolia, it's their turn now, but it does look like Parthia has made a significant effort to get its army over here. Problem is, obviously, Mongolia's planes, something that Parthia cannot fight back against, and yet we should see this city fall. But that will probably be the end of it for now, maybe. Maybe not, because these planes, like I said, could do some real damage. Rhodesia, are you closing in? You're slowly trying. Now that you've got artillery there, though, we might see it speed up just a little bit. Mali have still not got any of these units out of Portuguese territory. They're probably just going to stay there until they break out into another war. So that's how that's probably going to go down. That was very weird. I was saying how Portugal had just been a big disappointment, and then that randomly just occurred. I don't know why. They were just like, oh yeah, we'll take this city. Why not? We haven't done anything else this entire game for at least 200 turns. We may as well do that. Switzerland have exhausted a lot of their units. I don't know what they're trying now, but it's not been a good time for them. The old world is pretty much full up. All of Africa is gone in terms of land. I think they're Mercurian tiles. Yep, so all Africa's gone. All of Europe's gone. Yeah, all of the land in Europe is gone. Khazar have actually got another settler heading out. I don't know where that'll be going. Probably to the New World. Outbreak of hemorrhagic fever in Tokyo. That is Japan. Actual Japan, not one of the other offshoot cities. There's still a bit of space at the top in the tundra, see north of Mongolia. But yeah, that I think we all know why that is free. There's also a bit here in the desert, but these borders are all growing out from all these nations, filling up that desert. So which will just leave the last gaps. There's a few gaps in Australia still, and then it will just be down to most of South America. And still large chunks of both the west and east coasts, or west and east of just North America in general. Mongolia even have planes in North America. Like, that is pretty impressive. I mean, no one else has really got any units here. Yeah, and this probably just pushes Mongolia over as sort of the winners, I would expect. It's probably going to give them just that little edge that they have all of these cities in North America that no one else can basically touch. But yeah, we'll see. Rhodesia seem to be trying their best. If they can get this, if they can get Mabanza Congo, who knows what could happen, because you never know. I mean, technology-wise, they're still pretty much level with Mongolia. Mongolia is only just getting Great War Infantry. They don't have artillery just yet, but obviously Rhodesia don't have planes, so it's an interesting balance. They're trying their hardest there. Yeah, we're getting through about 10 turns of video at the moment, so if we can keep it close to that, it shouldn't take more than a few more weeks to get it done, and we'll see. Obviously, normally the last few episodes, I don't want to end it awkwardly where I just have a video like that starts turn 399, so I do always try to make the last episodes a bit longer, of course. But yeah, let's stop thinking about that. Let's just focus on what's going to happen. Thing is, at the moment, there isn't a super big amount going on. Have you guys still not settled? Nope, the Zulu and Rhodesia have actually swapped their settlers' positions around now. Other than that, there's Rhodesia trying. Mongolia have not yet taken this city, but I imagine this will be the turn they get the job done. And that's it, really. There's no other sieges going on. Actually, there is this one, but Portugal, nope, they're done. Yeah, that's basically it. The Ottomans have sent some troops into North Africa, though, so maybe we'll see something there. But yeah, that's about it in terms of sieges. There's not an awful lot going on. Let's have a quick look. No, wrong buttons. Okay, let's quickly just check here. So there's only been a few ideologies. So order for Rhodesia, Vietnam and Mongolia. It's impressive that China has gone freedom. It's very ironic, actually. Parthia and India are autocratic, and it's impressive that they can still sort of survive as that, considering these guys have got some pretty strong tourism combined. China on their own probably isn't going to last. Vietnam are actually in dissidence, yet autocratic Parthia and India are not. That's impressive. Should we see who's most influential? Quickly. Switzerland, 6 out of 34. That's how many civs are left. Rhodesia, 3 of 34. China, Qing, India and Parthia all on 2. Vietnam and Belgium somehow on 1. I don't know how Belgium have done that. Also, another civ that I haven't really been mentioning very much because they've been very quiet and disappointing is Denmark. Come on, Denmark, do something. Get rid of Britain. They don't belong up here. Oh, you are trying to attack Wallachia, and you might actually succeed here because you have this privateer. So, there we go. Speaking about someone not doing anything, I apologise, Denmark. I was wrong. Switzerland pieced out with the Sicilies. They didn't take anything at all. So, yep, that was pointless, basically. And that is going to be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed it, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and a comment, and maybe even subscribe if you are new. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.